Hi everyone. Actually, I'm here because I want to talk about the real reason why I started my YouTube channel. Actually, I'm a patient of cerebellar ataxia. It's actually a quite rare medical condition, especially in Malaysia, because the possibility that you will get this illness is around 1 in every 400,000 people. So the first time ever that I had the symptoms which had led me to go to the hospital is on 2008. That was when I was a first year student at a local university in my country. So that time I was only on the first month on my education journey, and one day, I think it's on the evening, when I was walking onto my hostel, I used the shortcut from the educational building to my hostel, and when I tried to walk down the stairs, suddenly my feet, both of my feet, were not moving. I tried to lift my legs, both of my legs, but they were not moving. I don't know why. That time I didn't feel any pain at all. It's just that I've lost the power of the muscle of my legs actually. So I was alone at that time. I was panicked because suddenly I couldn't walk. All this while I was always a healthy person, and suddenly that day I couldn't walk. I couldn't lift my legs to walk down the stairs. And during that day there were a few strangers, I think students and some canteen staff, I think. They saw me and they came to help me. They contacted actually that time to go to my hostel. I need to go through another hostel. So that time I was at this hostel, and the cafe staff there contacted the warden of the hostel, and the warden of the hostel, I think he was a guy. He helped me and brought me back to my hostel. And when I reached my hostel, when they helped me to my room, I rest for a while. I think about 1 hour maybe. I don't really remember. Then I felt I was okay. My legs were getting back to normal. Then I think I went to go to the toilet. I want to have a shower. After I got out from the shower room, the same thing happened again to me, where I suddenly cannot move both of my legs. So I didn't know why. So I just called my friend for help. And that night, the warden of my hostel, they drive me to Kajang Hospital. Yeah, I think the first time I got sick, yeah, they sent me to Kajang Hospital, and I spent about 1 or 2 nights there. I don't really remember. So during the investigation, the doctors there said that there's something wrong with my heart. It didn't beat normally. I think the rhythm is abnormal from their point of view. I don't know about medical, so I'm sorry. Then they did some blood tests and they found out that in my blood it was really low of calcium or potassium. So but it's not so obvious. The level is not so low. The normal range of the calcium is 3.5. So the level of potassium in my blood during that time is 3.2, which is low but not so low. So I think they discharged me, and then they provided me with one medication, calcium. Yeah, the calcium, which is called slow K. So they gave me that medication and I consumed that for about a week. And after a week, the same thing happened again. It's coming off and on. The loss of strength on my legs is coming on and off. So during my study year at the university, I was having such a hard time because of this condition, because my university has their own hospital, research hospital. So during the time that I was sick, I was rushed a lot of times to the emergency there at the hospital, but still they were not able to find out what was actually happened to me. I went to a lot of department in the hospital, here and there, back and forth, but they didn't know what's wrong with my body. So around 3 years of my study, I had a lot of relapse of the symptoms, but I finished my study anyway. But I delayed one semester. On the last semester, I postponed one semester. Maybe because that time I wasn't able to focus so much on my study because of the medical condition. Anyway, after that, after I finished my study, I lived with my auntie at Kuala Lumpur for a while, and I went for job hunting. So I did a few jobs just sort of to get some pocket money. That time I didn't get a proper job yet. So during that time also, the relapse coming again. So during the time I went to the general hospital for about 2 years, and also the same thing happened, which was they were not able to find the real reason why I got sick, why I couldn't move my feet. They gave me the same medication like the previous one, the calcium one, but it still didn't help me. It didn't improve my condition until I got a permanent job in one of the telco company in Malaysia, and I went to private hospital. When I went there, actually I got sick again, and my colleagues sort of they sent me to the nearest private hospital, and I got lucky because at the hospital they have one neurologist who actually understands my condition, because he has similar patients with same symptoms like mine. So I did MRI, CT scan, and the doctor concluded that I have a medical condition called cerebellar ataxia. So it was around 2014 when I got proper diagnosed with the condition that I have right now. So they changed my medications. They added a physiotherapy session for me, which is every week I need to come to the hospital for the physio session. And so far my condition has been stabilized, although once in every 2 months I would got sick and I would be sent to the hospital, and I would usually spend 3 to 4 days at the hospital. So basically I can still do my job, I can still go to work, but sometimes when I got sick I need to receive proper treatment plus physiotherapy at the hospital. So in Malaysia, I asked my neurologist whether he has many other patients who have similar condition like me, and they said yes, they do have similar patient like mine. So I want to meet them in person, but because of the PNC, so they couldn't reveal the name of the patient, the details of the patient. So I met my condition. I met my location on the map.org. I think it's on one website, but I don't remember the real URL, but it's about map me, and people with a similar condition will also map their location, so that we could know each other location and we could contact each other. So when I did that, there was one person who contacted me, and he said that it wasn't me who got sick, but actually my girlfriend. But according to him, her girlfriend's condition is much more worse than me. For me, at least, after around 11 to 12 years of living with this condition, I could still walk. But for her girlfriend, she already kind of lost control of her left leg. So it's pretty sad, because for her the progress of this illness is quite fast, whereas for me the progress is quite slow and steady. Even though every 2 months I still need to be hospitalized, but at least I can still go to work. I'm cognitively able to do my work. FYI, I work in IT department, so it involves a lot of using the computers. So I'm still able to do all that without any problem. It's just that sometimes when I got sick, I need to be off from work for a few days. So that's it that I will tell you today. Next time maybe we can talk about other thing about this condition. So I'm hoping that if you guys are also from Malaysia and suffering the same condition as me, please contact me, because I really want to meet you guys. This illness is quite rare in Malaysia. Very few people actually has been properly diagnosed with this, and for me, it was quite hard to find the information on the medication, on the treatment. I always got the information from the UK, from the group, support group in the UK, because of the big population in the UK, they have quite a few numbers of the patient. It's more than 10,000 patients in the UK. So they built a support group for them to be able to connect with each other and discuss about their symptoms, their treatment, their progress of the disease right now. So if you guys are from Malaysia and having the same condition as mine, please contact me so that we can connect with each other and discuss more about this medical condition. Thank you. Bye.